Welcome back in final part 5 of Disney.
Leadership. Current. Board of Directors are Mark Parker, Chairman, Mary Hora, Amy Chang, Jeremy Dirac, Carolyn Everson, Michael Froman, James Patrick Borman, Bob Eicher, Maria Elena Damasino, Calvin McDonald, and Erika W. Rice. Executives are Bob Eicher, Chief Executive Officer, Asad Diaz, Chief Brand Officer,
Alan Bergman, Co-Chairman, Disney Entertainment.
Sonia Coleman, Senior Executive Vice President and Chief Human Resources Officer, Tanisha Abramonte, Senior Vice President and Chief Diversity Officer,
David Valdich, Senior Vice President and Chief Security Officer. Josh DeMauro, Chairman, Disney Experiences.
Horatio Gutierrez, Senior Executive Vice President, Chief Legal and Compliance Officer, Jolene Nader, Associate General Counsel and Secretary,
Hugh Johnston, Senior Executive Vice President and Chief Financial Officer.
Carlos A. Gomez, Executive Vice President, Corporate Finance and Treasurer,
Alexia Esquadroni, Executive Vice President, Investor Relations.
Brent Whitford, Executive Vice President, Controllership, Finance and Tax, James Pitaro, Chairman, ESPN,
Christina Shake, Senior Executive Vice President and Chief Communications Officer.
and Dana Walden, Co-Chairman, Disney Entertainment. Past leadership. Executive Chairmen are Bob Eicher, 2020 to 2021. Chairmen are Walt Disney, 1945 to 1960.
Roy Oliver Disney, 1964 to 1971.
John Tatum, 1971 to 1980.
Hard Walker, 1980 to 1983.
Raymond Watson, 1983 to 1984.
Michael Eisner, 1984 to 2004.
George John Mitchell, 2004 to 2006.
Johnny Pepper Jr., 2007 to 2012.
Bob Eicher, 2012 to 2021.
Susan Arnold, 2022 to 2023.
And Mark Parker, 2023 to present. Vice Chairmen are Roy Edward Disney, 1984 to 2003.
And Sanford Lipvec, 1999 to 2000.
Presidents are Walt Disney, 1923 to 1945.
Roy Oliver Disney, 1945 to 1968.
John Tatum, 1968 to 1971.
Hard Walker, 1971 to 1980.
Ron William Miller, 1980 to 1984.
Frank Wells, 1984 to 1994.
Mike Lovitz, 1995 to 1997.
Michael Eisner, 1997 to 2000.
And Bob Eicher, 2000 to 2012. Chief Executive Officers, CEO, are Roy Oliver Disney, 1929 to 1971.
John Tatum, 1971 to 1976.
Hard Walker, 1976 to 1983.
Ron William Miller, 1983 to 1984.
Michael Eisner, 1984 to 2005.
Bob Eicher, 2005 to 2020, 2022 to present.
And Bob Shafak, 2020 to 2022. Chief Operating Officers, COO, are Hard Walker, 1968 to 1976.
Ron William Miller, 1980 to 1984.
Frank Wells, 1984 to 1994.
And Thomas O. Staggs, 2015 to 2016.
As of 2022, the Walt Disney Company has won 135 Academy Awards. 32 of them were awarded to Walt.
The company has won 16 Academy Awards for Best Animated Short Film, 16 for Best Original Song, 15 for Best Animated Feature, 11 for Best Original Score, 5 for Best Documentary Feature, 5 for Best Visual Effects, and several others as well special awards.
Disney has also won 29 Golden Globe Awards, 51 British Academy of Film and Television Arts, BAFTA Awards, and 36 Grammy Awards as of 2022. The Walt Disney Company is one of the world's largest entertainment companies and is considered to be a pioneer in the animation industry, having produced 790 features, 122 of which are animated films.
Many of their films are considered to be the greatest of all time, including Pinocchio, Toy Story, Bambi, Ratatouille, Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, and Mary Poppins.
Disney has also created some of the most influential and memorable characters of all time, such as Mickey Mouse, Woody, Captain America, MCU, Jack Sparrow, Iron Man, MCU, and Elsa. Disney has been recognized for revolutionizing the animation industry. According to Den of Geek, the risk of making the first animated feature Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs has changed cinema.
The company, mainly through Walt, has introduced new technologies and more advanced techniques for animating, as well as adding personalities to characters.
Some of Disney's technological innovations for animation include invention of a multi-plane camera, xerography, caps, deep canvas, and render man.
Many songs from the company's films have become extremely popular, and several have peaked at number 1 on Billboard's Hot 100.
Some songs from the Sully Symphony series became immensely popular across the U.S. Disney has been ranked number 53 in the 2022 Fortune 500 list of the largest United States corporations, by total revenue and 4th in Fortune's 2022 World's Most Admired Companies.
According to Smithsonian Magazine, there are few symbols of pure Americana more potent than the Disney theme parks, which are well-established cultural icons, with a company name and Mickey Mouse being household names.
Disney is one of the biggest competitors in the theme park industry, with 12 parks, all of which were the top 25 most visited parks in 2018.
Disney theme parks worldwide had over 157 million visitors, making it the most visited theme park company in the world, doubling the attendance number of the second most visited company.
Of the 157 million visitors, the Magic Kingdom had 20.8 million of the guests, making it the most visited theme park in the world.
When Disney first entered the theme park industry, CNN stated it changed an already legendary company, and it changed the entire theme park industry.
According to the Orange County Register, Walt Disney World has changed entertainment by showing how a theme park could help make a company into a lifestyle brand. The Walt Disney Company has been criticized for making purportedly sexist and racist content in the past, putting LGBT+ elements in their films, and not having enough LGBT+ representation.
There have been controversies over alleged plagiarism, poor pay and working conditions, and poor treatment of animals.
Disney has also been criticized for filming in the autonomous region of Xinjiang, where human rights abuses are taking place. Several of Disney's films have been considered to be racist. One of the company's most controversial films, Son of the South, was criticized for portraying racial stereotypes.
For that reason, the film was never released to home video in the US or Disney Plus.
Other characters that have been called racist are Sunflower, a black centaur who serves a white centaur in Fantasia, the Siamese cats in Lady and the Tramp, who are considered to be over-exaggerated as Asians. Stereotypes of Native Americans in Peter Pan and Crows in Dumbo, who are depicted as African Americans who use jive talk, with a leader being named Jim Crow, believed to be in reference to racial segregation laws in the U.S.
When watching a film on Disney Plus considered to have wrongful racist stereotypes, Disney added a disclaimer before the film starts to help avoid controversies.
Disney has also been accused a number of times of plagiarizing already existing works in its films.
Most notably, The Lion King has many similarities in its characters and events to an animated series called Kimba the White Lion by animator Osamu Tezuka.
Atlantis, the Lost Empire also has many similarities to the anime show Nadia, The Secret of Blue Water that were considered so prevalent for latter shows. Creator Gainax was planning to sue Disney but was stopped by its series network NHK.
Shelley Wilson, creator of the short The Snowman, 2014, filed 2 lawsuits, one which came after the first was rescinded, against Disney for copyright infringement in Disney's animated film Frozen.
Disney later settled the lawsuit with Wilson, allowing the company to create a sequel to Frozen.
Screenwriter Gary Leon Goldman sued Disney over its film Zootopia, claiming he had earlier pitched an identical, same-titled story to the company.
The judge dismissed the lawsuit, stating there was not enough evidence to prove any plagiarism. Disney has been criticized for both putting LGBT plus elements into its films and for having insufficient LGBT plus representation in its media.
In the live-action film Beauty and the Beast, director Bill Condon announced LeFou would be depicted as a gay character, prompting Kuwait, Malaysia, and a theater in Alabama to ban the film and Russia to give it a stricter rating.
In Russia and several Middle Eastern countries, the Pixar movie Onward was banned for having Disney's first openly lesbian character Officer Spectre, while others said Disney needed more representation of LGBT plus persons in its media.
Because of a scene featuring 2 lesbians kissing, Pixar's Lightyear was banned in 13 predominantly Muslim countries and barely broke, even at the box office.
In a leaked video of a Disney meeting, participants talked about pushing LGBT plus themes in the company's media, angering some people who say the company is trying to sexualize children, while others applauded its actions. Some Disney princess films have been considered to be sexist toward women.
Snow White is said to be too worried about her appearance, while Cinderella is deemed to have no talents.
Aurora is also said to be weak, because she is always waiting to be rescued.
In some of the princess films, men have more dialogue, and there are more speaking male characters than female.
Disney's more recent films are considered to be less sexist than its earlier films. In 1990, Disney paid $95,000 to avoid legal action over 16 animal cruelty charges for beating vultures to death, shooting at birds, and starving some birds at Discovery Island.
The company took these actions because they were attacking other animals and taking their food.
When Animal Kingdom first opened, there were concerns about the animals, because a few of them died.
Animal rights groups protested, but the United States Department of Agriculture found no violations of animal welfare regulations.
Disney has been accused of having poor working conditions.
A protest by 2,000 workers at Disneyland in 2022 accused the company of poor pay at an average of $13 an hour, with some saying they were evicted from their homes.
In 2010, at a factory in China where Disney products were being made, workers experienced working hours 3 times longer than those prescribed by law, and one of the workers committed suicide. That's it for this article today. Thank you for watching this video. Be sure to hit a like, subscribe to our channel, and turn on post notifications, comments for more episodes as usual, and we will see you in 5th episode of Season 1 Remastered.